Hi friends, in this video we see some of the expected questions from signals and system in TRB exam, right? The first question is, draw x of 2 minus t if x of t is equal to t, where t varies from 0 to 3. So what they ask, they ask us to draw x of 2 minus t. X of t first we have to draw. So what is x of t? X of t is t when t varies from 0 to 3. So this is t. This is x of t when t varies from 0 to 3. This is linear. When t is equal to 0, x of t is 0. When t is equal to 1, x of t is 1. t2, x of t is 2. t3, x of t is 3. So the curve goes like this, right? Next, what we have to draw? They ask us to draw x of 2 minus t. So first I need x of minus t. X of minus t will be reflection, time reflection. So it will go in the opposite direction, right? 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. But after that, what we have to draw? So when they ask shifting with the time reflection, give priority to time reflection first. So first reflect it, then or time reverse it, then you shift it. Now we have to draw x of 2 minus t. How to draw 2 minus t? So this is plus, so when you are having 2 minus t, you have to shift right hand side. If you are having minus 2 minus t, you have to shift left hand side. So 2 minus t means you have to shift 2 times right hand side. So it is starting from minus 3. 2 shift means it will go to 2 shift means you have to shift 2 times right hand side, means minus 1 go to plus 1, 2 go to 0, right? Because we have to shift 2 unit right hand side. So 0, 1, 2, minus 1. So it will be like this. This is x of 2 minus t. So this is reflection. I have to shift 2 unit right hand side. That means I have to delay it. Right? Here it has started by 3 o'clock. Delay by means you have to go 2 unit right hand side, means you have to go this side, right hand side. So like that you can understand. This is what x of 2 minus t. Next question, for the signal shown in the figure, draw x of 2t plus 3. So we have to draw 2t plus 3. Whenever they give shifting and scaling, shifting should be done first, scaling should be done next, right? So first what we do? Shift. So first I have to draw x of t plus 3. 3 plus 3 means it is delay, right? So it has come at, let us assume, minus 1 o'clock. If it is delayed by 3 hours, it will come at 2 o'clock only. 3 hours delay. So 1 hour delay, 2 hour delay, 3 hour delay. So okay, sorry, 3 hour advance. T minus means day, it is advance. Fine. So it will go 3 hours advance means it will start by minus 4 itself, right? So minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. So minus 1 will go to minus 4, 0 will go to minus 3, right? 1 will go to minus 2, fine. Okay, 0 will go to minus 3, and then 1 will go to minus 2, right? 2 will go to minus 1, right? So 2 will go to minus 1, right? This is x of t plus 3. Next, first you do shifting, then you do scaling. Scaling is 2t plus 3. So t is scaled, compressed. 2t means it is compressed. So divide by 2, compressed means minus 4 will become minus 2. Fine. So it has to, this signal is compressed by 2 times. So 4 will become minus 2, minus 1, 0. So this one will be coming here, right? Minus 1 comes to minus 0.5, right? So okay, it is very big, it is becoming very small, so I change it. Okay, so let us assume this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 1.5, minus 1, minus 0.5, right? So let us assume this is not fine. I draw neatly. So minus 2, minus 1.5, minus 1, minus 0.5, 0. So 2 times, so minus 4 will become minus 2, right? 3 becomes 1.5, 2 becomes 1, 1 become 0.5. Fine, so it will go to minus 2 to minus 0.5. Y-axis same 2 will be maintained. Okay, so this is what x of 2t plus 3 compressed, right? Don't think that it is big. It is minus 2 only, it is minus 0.5. It is minus 4, minus 1. Okay, for the visibility I have drawn like this. Actually it will be compressed. Okay, next question is x of t is given here and y of t is given here. How x of t and y of t are related? So they ask a relationship between y of t and x of t. Okay, first you see this is minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2, right? So it has come to 7, it has come to minus 5. So 7 by 4, right? So 7 by 4, 5 by 4. So maybe it should have been in 7 by 2, 5 by 2. Then it should have been scaled by 1 by 2. So 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4. So left hand shifted. So you see 7 by 4, 5 by 4 it should have been there. So 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. 5 by 2 is nothing but 2.5. So what happens, see, you see the gap 1. So this minus 0.5 should have gone to 3.5. 0.5 should have gone to 2.5. That's what here also gap is 1. So it should have been shifted by 3 unit left. So 3 unit left means it will be x of t plus 3, right? So this is x of t. Let me draw it. X of t, right? So what they have given in y-axis? 2, right? So 2 minus 0.52 plus 0.5. It should have been gone to minus 3.52 minus 2.5. See, this is 7 by 4, 5 by 4. I assume that it has gone to 7 by 2, 5 by 2. Then I scale by 1 by 2. So 3.5 to 2.5 means it should have gone to minus 3.5 to minus 2.5. That means it is x of t means it should have been x of t plus 3. 3 units shifted. So 3 units shifted left hand side, so plus. So minus 3.5. This 3 units shifted means minus 2.5. So again it is 1. So here also you have to check. Amplitude is also changed. But what is there? It is 7 by 4, 5 by 7 by 4, 5 by 4. It is 3.5 is nothing but minus 7 by 2. It is minus 5 by 2. They are 7 by 4. That means it should be what? Divided by 2. That means it has been multiplied. That is compressed, right? So compressed means x of 2t plus 3. Then only it should have been compressed. If you have 2t means it will become 7 by 2 into by 2. So 7 by 4. So this one must be 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4. So x of 2t if you put, it will become 7 by 2 by 2. So 7 by 4, 5 by 4. So this is what x of 2t plus 3. And you see here it is 2, here it is 1. So amplitude should also be reduced by half. So the relationship between y of t and x of t is y of t is equal to 1 by 2 x of 2t plus 3. Where is the answer? X of 2t plus 3, 1 by 2. So they didn't give, so I think it should be the answer. 1 by 2, add it. So then only it will be the correct answer. Other things are not matching, so it should be the answer. Okay. Next question. The fundamental period of the signal x of n is equal to e power j3n plus 1 by 2 by 5. So x of n is equal to 2 into e power j 3n, right, by 5 into I write as e power j 3 by 10, right? 3 into 1 by 2 into 5, so 3 by 10. What is omega? Omega must be 2 pi by n, right? Here also e power j omega, or whatever the factor nearer to the n is omega. So this should be okay. Sorry. So omega, sorry, n, they ask n only, no? N is equal to 2 pi by omega multiplied by m, where m is an integer. So what is omega here? Omega is 3 by 5, right, into m. So it will become 10 by 3 into m. M you can substitute any integer. If you substitute any integer also, the n value will not become integer, right? So that is m is not rational number. Otherwise it won't become rational. I can write it is not rational number. So since for a periodic n should be rational number, since n is not rational number, the signal is aperiodic. So for aperiodic signal, we cannot find a period. So the answer is option D. Next one, x of t is equal to a e power minus alpha t of t, where alpha is greater than 0, is energy, power, neither or both. Okay. So what is the thing? First we have to find energy. Energy is given by limit t tends to infinity minus t2 plus t, x of t squared, x of t I write as a squared e power minus 2 alpha t dt, right? So what will happen? Limit t tends to infinity, a squared is constant, e power minus 2 alpha t divided by minus 2 alpha, integral varies from minus t2 plus t, right? So if you simplify it, what you are getting is E is equal to a squared by 2 alpha. So this is energy is finite. Let us see power. What is power? Power is equal to 1 by 2t minus 2t minus t2 plus t, the same x of t square. So a squared e power minus 2 alpha t dt. So limit okay, here also limit t tends to infinity we have to put. So limit t tends to infinity, limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t, a squared in a squared will be constant, so integrate it, e power minus 2 alpha t divided by minus 2 alpha, limit varies from minus t2 plus t. If you substitute, what you get is power is 0. So from this, what you are understanding, energy finite, power 0. Energy finite, power 0 means it is a energy signal. So the signal is energy signal, right? Okay. Next question is y of t is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau d tau. Whether it is linear, time invariant, both or neither. So first we will see linearity. So what is the question they have given? Y of t minus infinity to x of tau d tau, right? So any integration is always linear. So linear is okay. Directly you can write. What about you can prove by using superposition theorem? No need, because it is a competitive exam. Let us check time invariant. So first I find shifting in the input, so it will be x of tau minus t d tau. Next, shift output y of t minus t. Wherever you find t, you put replace it. So x of tau minus d tau. So what is the thing? This is 1, this is 2. Y of t comma tau is equal to y of t minus tau. So it is time invariant. So since it is both linear and time invariant, option C is the right answer. Please understand, if I want to check time invariant, if the signal is not reflected, or if the signal is reflected, scaled, then they will be time variant. Here signal is simply input, so it is not time variant, it is time invariant. If the signal is reflected and scaled, surely it is a time invariant. So that is one clue, right? Any integration is linear. Okay. Next, what is the period of the signal? Fine. So they have given 3 signal. What about First we have to find the individual, then we have to find the LCM. So what is the period of first signal? N1 is equal to 2 pi by omega into n, small m. So 2 pi by pi by 4. So m into m. So pi cancel. So m is equal to 1 you take, it will become 8. So this implies n is equal to 8 for m is equal to 1. Right, next you find n2, 2 pi by omega is pi by 4 again. Okay, so it is not question in pi by 8. So pi by 8 m, pi cancel, 16 m is equal to 1 if you choose, this will become 16. So n2 is 16 again for m is equal to 1. What about third one? N3 is equal to 2 pi by omega pi by 2 m, pi cancel, 4 into m. So that is equal to 4 for m is equal to 1. So n3 is equal to 4. So n1 8, n2 16. So what is the common period? LCM of 8, 16 and 4, that is equal to 16. So the answer is option D. Next one, del of 2t is equal to what? So we know del of at is equal to 1 by mod a del of t. So here they ask del of 2t. So del of 2t is given by del of 2t is equal to 1 by mod 2 into del of t. So 1 by mod 2 is 1 by 2. So option B is the right answer. Next one. Okay, this is what is the Fourier transform of f of e power at u of minus t. So we use a property. We know e power at u of t is 1 by a plus j omega. Now what they ask is Fourier transform u of minus t. So it is shifted. Reversed. So it is, I write everything should be reversed, means I can apply time reversal property of Fourier transform. If x of t is equal to x of omega, you see e power at I write as e power minus a minus t. So it is x of minus t. For that Fourier transform is x of minus omega. So it is 1 by a minus j. Fine. So simply use property and simply do that. Don't use integration at all. Okay, next one. What is the Laplace transform of e power minus 5t u of t minus 1? Right? So again we apply property. What is that? We know it is e power minus at u of t format. So e power minus at u of t is having a Laplace transform of, so here they have 5, so let us put 5 generally. So e power, it will become 1 by s plus 5. But here we have t minus 1 shifted. So u of t minus 1, everywhere t shifted means I can apply shifting property of Laplace transform. So what I do, I need t minus 1 e power minus 5, right? T minus 1 means it is plus 5. So here I have added e power plus 5, so it should be e power minus 5. So now only, what is the thing? I added e power minus 5 and e power plus 5. So e power minus 5 into e power plus 5, that is equal to 1 only. So that's what I have done here. So now it is shifted, right? So for that e power minus 5 is a constant, it will become 1 by c. It is shifted by what you call time shifting property. Time shifting property means s will be replaced by s plus 1, right? Okay, yes, time shifting property means this denominator will be same and that must be multiplied by e power minus s because shifted by 1 unit. So it will be e power minus s. So if you simplify, what you get is e power minus 5, you can take, right? You can take minus only, e power minus 5 plus s or s plus 5 divided by s plus 5. Right? So what is the answer? Option A, e power minus 5 plus s divided by s plus 5. Right? Shifting property I have used. Shifting property means it is shifted by 1 unit, so it will be in Laplace it is multiplied by e power minus s, 1 unit shift. right? So, and the next question is, so the question is the transfer function of an ideal integrator, right? So how can we write ideal integrator? Ideal integrator is y of t is equal. Integrator, what it will do? It will give the integration of input. So x of tau d tau, it varies from minus infinity to 2. This is what ideal integrator. Take the Laplace transform, because what is transfer function? Laplace transform of output divided by Laplace transform of input. This is output by input relation. So I take Laplace transform. Y of s equal to this is x of d. So it is Laplace transform of integration is x of s by s. What is transfer function? Y of s divided by x of s, that is equal to 1 by s. So the answer is option B, right? Next one, the response of a system with the impulse response h of t is equal to t into u of t for input x of t. This one they have given. What is response? Output. So output is equal to x of t star h of t, right? So it is very difficult to use convolution, so we take Laplace and then we take inverse Laplace. So x of s into h of s. Then we take inverse Laplace, we get y of t. So what is Laplace transform of h of s? For this Laplace transform is 1 by s square t into u of t. Laplace transform of x of t is 1 by s. Now it is very simple. So 1 by s into 1 by s square, that is equal to 1 by x cube. So y of t. So if it is y of s is equal to 1 by s cube, means what is y of t? Y of t is equal to t squared by 2 u of t, right? So it is simple Laplace property. What is that property? L into Laplace transform of t of n u of t is n factorial divided by s power n plus 1, right? So if it is here we don't have anything, so let us assume it is 1 by s cube, n is equal to 2, so this 2 must be here. This 2 will become t squared u of t, but what I need is 1 by s cube. So 1 by s cube means this 2 will go this side. So 1 by 2 t squared u of t will be having a Laplace transform of 1 by s cube. So 1 by 2 t squared is my output, right? This is what simple problem. Next question. H of t e power minus t u of t is causal, stable, both or neither. So what is the condition for causality? H of t should be 0 for t less than 0. Yes, this is a function of u of t. U of t exists for only positive value of t. This implies h of t u of t is 0 for t less than 0. Therefore, it is causal. This is the causality condition, right? H of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. So u of t exists for only positive. So for negative t, this function will become 0. So it is causal. Stability, it is very easy to find stability. Take Laplace transform h of s, that will become 1 by s plus 1. This is a transfer function. If poles of the transfer function lies in the left of s plane, this is stable. You see, yes, where is the pole? Pole at s is equal to minus 1. So poles in the left half of s plane, so it is stable. So the answer is causal and stable. So both. Next one, transfer function of the system defined by the equation. So if you want to take transfer function, just only to take Laplace transform and find output by input. Laplace transform of output divided by Laplace transform of input. So I take Laplace transform of this one, it is differentiation. So take Laplace transform s squared into y of s. This is first order differentiation, so 3 into s into y of. This is 2 y of s. Y of t Laplace transform is y of s. dy by dt Laplace transform is s into y of s. 2 into dx by dt s into x of s plus 3 x of s. What I need? Laplace transform of input by output by input. So I take output one side, y of s squared plus 3s plus 2 x of s 2s plus 3 So Laplace transform of output divided by Laplace transform of input will become 2s plus 3 divided by s square plus 3s plus 2. So option A is the right answer. Next question, the frequency response of the system. If you want to find the frequency response, what is frequency response? H of e power j omega, that is equal to y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega. So you take Fourier transform, otherwise take Laplace transform and equate s is equal to j omega. I follow that procedure. What is that? If I take Laplace transform of equation, so it is s squared into y of s. For this Laplace transform is s into y of s plus y of s is equal to 3 into x of s. So y of s divided by x of s is equal to 3 by s squared plus 2s plus 1. What they ask is, this is transfer function, that is equal to h of s. What they ask is frequency response. Frequency response is h of e power j omega. What you have to do? Substitute s is equal to e power j omega, that is 3 by e power j omega whole squared plus 2 e power j omega plus 1. So that is given by e power j omega plus 1 whole square, right? So this is the frequency response. Next question is the Nyquist rate of rectangular 200t, right? So rectangular 200t, how can I write rectangular 200t? For that I have to find the Nyquist rate. Rectangular 200t is can be written as pi of t by tau. Its general form is pi rectangular format. Rectangular is pi of t by tau with tau is equal to 1 by 200. Right? 1 by 200 will become, 200 will go to numerator. So this rectangular format notation is pi of t by 200. So I want Nyquist interval, that is 1 by sampling rate. So first I take Fourier transform. Why I take Fourier transform? Fourier transform, if I take directly, I can find the frequency. So pi of rectangular t by tau. Otherwise, I can write rectangular t by tau Fourier transform is tau into sinc omega tau by 2. Right? So what we have here is Fourier transform of if you take Fourier transform of rectangular 200t, what you get is, it is tau is equal to 1 by 200 I told. So 1 by 200 sinc 2 tau is equal to 1 by 200. So what you call omega by 400. See, the frequency spectrum is sinc pulse. So sinc pulse means it is going from minus infinity to plus infinity. So the frequency range from minus infinity to plus infinity. So Nyquist rate Fs is equal to infinity, because the spectrum goes from minus infinity to plus infinity. Ts is equal to 1 by Fs, that is equal to 0. So the answer is option C. Next one, Nyquist rate of x of t is equal to sine 3000 pi t divided by pi t is. This is also a critical problem. This is given by sine 3000 pi t divided by pi t. So as now we know sine pi t divided by pi t is sin t. Here 3000 is there, so what I do, I multiply and divide by 3000. Then only it will be sine 3000 by t divided by 3000. So sine 3000 by t divided by 3000 will become 3000, this 3000, this will become sinc 3000 pi t. This is my x of t. This is x of t. So what do you have to do, right? So sinc t tau by 2, find general. So sinc 3000 pi t. So I found tau by 2. Tau by 2 is nothing but omega m in sinc. So that is 3000 pi. This implies 2 pi fm is equal to omega mt. Omega m is equal to 3000 pi. Fm is equal to so 2 pi fm is equal to 3000 pi. So fm is equal to 1500 hertz. So maximum frequency is 1500 Hz. What is Nyquist rate? 2 FM. That is equal to 3000 Hz. That is equal to 3 kilohertz. So the answer is 3 kilohertz. Nyquist rate only they are asked. They didn't ask Nyquist interval. Fine. Okay. Next one, what is DFT of x of n star del of n? We know x of n star del of n is nothing but x of n only. So DFT of x of n is x of e power j omega. Option B. Otherwise, you see convolution in time domain, multiplication in frequency domain. So what is the Fourier transform of x of n? X of e power j omega. Fourier transform is del of n is 1. So the answer is again B. Both the method are correct. Okay, next one. Z transform of what do you call x of n is equal to 1 less than 10. So summation Z transform x of s is equal, z is equal to n goes to 0 to not 10, it is up to 9 only. X of n is always 1 for everything. So 1 into z power minus n. So this one I can write as n goes to 0 to 9 z power minus 1. So I know one formula, n goes to 0 to n minus 1, an is 1 minus an divided by 1 minus a. Here n minus 1 is 9, so n is 10. So a is z power minus 1. So 1 minus z power minus 1 power 10, it is z power minus 10. A is 1 minus 1. So option A is the right answer. Right? Okay. Next one. What is the sampling rate of the given bandpass signal? Right, for sampling rate, bandpass signal sampling rate is Fs is equal to 2Fm by M, and where M is equal to Fm by bandwidth. Right, so what is Fm? Fm is the maximum frequency, right? Fm is maximum frequency component, that is 106. So Fm is 106, bandwidth is the difference between upper and lower cutoff frequency 12. This implies M is equal to 106 by 12, that is approximately equal to 8. Right? So what is Fs? Fs is equal to 2 into Fm is 106 divided by 8, 1 by 4. So it will be 26.5 Hz. So the answer is 26.5 Hz. It's a bandpass sampling, so Fs is equal to 2Fm by M, right? Where M is equal to Fm by bandwidth, right? Okay, the next question is so the question is, consider an LTI system with impulse response h of n is equal to del of n minus n naught for an input x of n. What is y of e power j omega? So h of n they have given. H of n is equal to del of n minus n naught. X of n simply they have given. What is y of e power j omega? Y of e power j omega is equal to, we know, h of e power j omega into x of e power j omega. So what is h of e power j omega? Fourier transform of h of n. This is del of n minus n naught. For that Fourier transform is e power minus j omega n. For x of n, Fourier transform is x of e power j omega. So y of e power j omega is equal to e power minus j omega n naught divided by x of e power j omega. Okay. The next question is, what is the frequency response of the system described by the equation? So the frequency response means you have to find h of e power j omega, that is equal to y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega. So take Fourier transform. So for this Fourier transform is y of n as a Fourier transform of y of e power j omega. It is y of n minus 1, that has Fourier transform of time shifting property e power minus j omega 0.5 y of e power j omega, that is equal to x of n as Fourier transform of x of e power j omega plus 2 into, this is time shifting, again e power minus j omega x of e power j omega plus e power minus j3 omega x of e power j. So I take y of e power j omega outside, 1 minus 0.5 e power minus j omega is equal to x of e power j omega. If you take 1 plus 2 e power minus j omega plus e power minus j3 omega, this is 2, so 1 plus 2, okay, fine. So what I have to do, y of e power j omega divided by x of e power j omega, that is equal to h of e power j omega, that's what frequency response, it is given by 1 plus 2 e power minus j omega e power minus j3 omega divided by 1 minus 0.5 e power j omega, right? Okay, simple problem. Find the transfer function of the system defined by the equation. Transfer function means we have to take z transform because it is discrete time system. So what is the z transfer function? H of z is equal to y of z divided by x of z. So take z transform both side and manipulate it. So y of z 2 into time shifting property, z inverse y of z is equal to 3 x of n as the transform of x of z plus 2 z inverse x of z. So y of z I take it outside, 1 minus 2 z inverse x of z I take outside, 3 plus 2 z inverse. So y of z divided by x of z, that is equal to 3 plus 2 z inverse divided by 1 minus 2 z inverse. That's what our transfer function, that's what they asked. Okay, what is the linear convolution of this one? Linear x of n and h of n. So simple, we have to put a table. X of n is 1 minus 2, 3, 1. H of n is 2 minus 3 minus 2. Fine. So what is the thing? If you multiply by 2, take cross multiplication, minus 4, 6, 2. Minus 3 means minus 3 plus 6 minus 9 minus 3. Minus 2 plus 4 minus 6 minus 2. Simplify it, add it simply. So y of n is equal to this summation 2, this is minus 7. If you sum, this is 12 minus 2, 10. This is 4 plus 6 minus 3 minus 3. This is minus 6 minus 3 minus 9. This is minus 2. That is the answer. Okay, next question is what they are asking. The system defined by the equation with the ROC is this one. Stable, causal, both or neither. For cause a stable system, poles inside unit circle. So what is the pole here? It has pole at 1 by z inverse, so 1 by 2. This has pole at 2. Right? When you substitute z is equal to 2, it will become infinity. When you substitute z is equal to 1 by 2, it will become infinity. So we have pole at z is equal to 2, 1 by 2. Z is equal to 2 is greater than z is equal to 1. So one pole is not inside. So it is unstable. For causality, ROC should be outside the outermost pole. Should be outside the outermost pole. What is the pole? Outermost pole. Outermost pole out of these two is 2. But what is ROC? ROC is less than inside. Less than 1 by 2. Outermost pole means 2. So ROC should be greater than 2. But here ROC is less than 1 by 2. So this implies non-causal. So the system is neither causal nor stable. Okay, next question. Number of multiplication and addition required to realize IR system with h of z having m zeros and n poles are given by m plus n plus 1, m plus n plus 1 addition and multiplication. Right? So this number of multiplication is required, this number of addition required for IR system. Okay, right, next one. Right, so the next question is what do you call, what is the Fourier coefficient value of, right, this are both direct form 1 and 2. So, okay, next one, what is the Fourier coefficient a naught of the signal x of t? So you see what is a naught value they are asked. See here the signal is odd. Since signal is odd, see odd signal, since x of t is odd, this implies a naught must be equal to 0 for odd signal. So the answer is option D. Next one, if x of t is equal to cos square 2t plus, what is the value of a naught, Fourier coefficient? So directly you can find how we know x of t is equal to cos square 2t, I write as 1 plus cos 2t, that is cos 4t divided by 2. This is equal to 1 by 2 plus cos 4t by 2. So in trigonometry Fourier transform, this is a naught, this is a summation a n cos omega n and d n sin omega sin 0, so no problem. So what is a naught? A naught is a constant term, so 1 by 2. So the answer is option B. Next one, the RMS value of x of t is equal to 2 sin omega t is. So we know any signal is power signal. This is for a signal x of t with the format of a sin omega t. Any sinusoid signal is power signal. For x of t, a of omega t, what is power? A squared by 2. So RMS value of power, right? So P is equal to, as per our problem, A is equal to 2. So 2 squared by 2, that is 2. They ask RMS value. So they ask root P. Root P is root 2, 1.4. So the answer is 1.41. Next question is, what is the period of the signal? X of t is equal to 2 cos 5t plus 1 plus sin 4t. So this two signal we have to take a period of individual signal. Period is given by 2 pi by omega 1. So it is 2 pi by omega is 5 omega t. T2 is 2 pi by omega 2. That is omega is 4. So 2 pi by 4 pi by 2. If the two signals or combination of signals are given, then we have to know T1 by T2 should be rational. So T1 by 5, T2 is given by pi cancel, 2 by 5 into 2, 4 by 5. It's a ratio of integers, so rational. So given signal is periodic. For periodic signal, how can you find period? T1 by T2 is equal to 4 by 5. This implies a cross multiplication. 5t1 is equal to, this is equal to t. 5t1 is equal to 4t2 is equal to t. So t is equal to 5t1. You substitute t1 is nothing but 2 pi by 5. So the answer is 2 pi. Otherwise you substitute t is equal to 4t2. T is equal to 4. T2 is pi by 2. So it is 2 pi. So the answer is 2 pi 1. Anyway it is 2 pi. So the answer is option D. And the next question is so the next question is, the step response of h of n is equal to u of n. So they have given impulse response. They ask step response. What is the relation? Step response is equal to convolution between impulse response and u of n, right? This is what step response equation. Okay, so h of n, u of n I can write as n h of k. So h of k, u of n minus k, where k varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. So here what they have given, h of n is equal to u of n. So it varies from 0 to n. So summation k goes to 0 only, right? Because u of k exists for 0 to infinity. So 0 to, here you see h of k. So h of k is u of k. This exists for k 0 to infinity. U of n minus k exists for what do you call n is equal to k is equal to minus infinity to n, right? So this one exists for 0 to infinity, this one exists for minus infinity to n. So when you multiply both, the overlap, this one will give 0, this one will give 0, only this part will give non-zero value. So the integral goes from 0 to n. For h of k, h of n is nothing but u of k, so it is 1, right? So u of n minus k and this range, that is also 1. So k goes to 0 to 1 is nothing but a0 to n is n plus 1. Fine. So it is only positive, so u of n. So k step response is n plus 1 to u of n, right? So this one, see, you have to multiply both now. So when you h of k exists for 0 to infinity, so from here to here, this one exists for minus infinity to n. So if you multiply minus infinity to this area, it will be 0. In this area to plus infinity, this will be 0. Only this range will be non-zero. That's what we have taken. In that range, both are u, so 1, 1 only. So the answer is u of n plus 1. U of n into n plus 1. What about this? Whether the system is causal, non-causal, cannot find both. So here you see this one, h of n. For causality, h of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. But h of n here is 2 power n, u of 3 minus 1. So here n exists for minus plus 3 to minus infinity, the range of u of n. So this u of n exists for negative value, but as per causality, n should be 0 for negative n. So the condition is failed. So it is non-causal system. Next one, the cross correlation between x of n and y of n. Cross correlation means x of n you put as it is, no problem, like what we do for convolution. So x of n is 1, 2, 1, 1. Y of n you have to take y of minus n. So time reverse. So write in the reversal order. 1, 2, 1, 1. Now it is working. Multiply. Now similarly you do what we did in convolution. 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Add it to 1, 4. This one is 4. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Right? So Rxx of L, that is given by the first one is 1, 2 plus 2, 4, 1 plus 4 plus 1, 6, 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 4 plus 6. This is 2 plus 1, 2, 5. This is 1 plus 1, 2, 1. Right? Simple problem. Next one, step response of the system with the impulse response t into u of t. Right? So step response is given by what do you call, right? So step response is just now only we have studied h of t star u of t, right? So that is what we know, step response. Okay, so now we will find step response. Other formula is s of t is equal to minus infinity to t h of tau d tau. Step response is sum of impulse response. So minus infinity to t h of t they are given. Where is that? H of t is t into u of t. So t into u of t. So it is a tau. So I put t tau into u of tau d tau. So tau into u of tau d tau. Right? So differentiate it. U of tau exists for 0 to infinity. So 0 to infinity. Tau into d tau. Tau squared by 2. So 0 to t. 0 to t. So t squared by 2. Since it is positive, so step response is t squared by 2. Only positive, so I put u of t. So the answer is t squared by 2 u of t. Next one, If Laplace transform of x of t is x plus 2 divided by s squared plus 4s plus 5, what is Laplace transform of e power minus 2t? E power minus 2t x of t is shifting frequency shifting property. So if you multiply this one, what will happen to s of x of t? X of t will be shifted by x of s plus 2, shifting property in frequency shifting. So similarly, if you take x of x plus 2, so what is the thing? In x of s, this is x of t, it is x of s. X of s should be in x of s should be replaced by s plus 2. So already we have s, so s plus 2 divided by s plus 2 whole square plus 4 s plus 2 plus 5. That is the answer. Next one, what is x of 0 if x of s is equal to this one? So we know x of 0 is given by limit s tends to infinity s into x of s. So limit s tends to infinity s into 2s plus 1 divided by s squared plus 2s plus 3. So take s squared outside, s outside, so it will become s squared 2 plus 1 by s. Denominator s squared outside, 1 plus 2 by s plus 3 by s squared. If you substitute x is equal to infinity, this will become 0, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be cancelled. So 2 by 1, that is equal to 2. Right. What about x of infinity if x of is given? So x of infinity is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s. So limit s tends to 0 s into s plus 2 divided by s into s minus 2. Cancel. 0 means 2 by minus 2, that is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is the answer. Next one, Fourier transform of 1 by 1 plus jt. So what is the thing? We know Fourier transform of e power minus t u of t is equal to 1 by 1 plus j omega. Let us assume this is x of t, this is x of omega. We know one property called duality property. For that, capital X of t is Fourier transform of x of t is capital X of t is 2 pi into x of minus omega. So you see Fourier transform of 1 by j t. Instead of omega, we have j. So it is 1 by j_t. So for that Fourier transform is 2 pi x of omega. X is nothing but this one. So instead of t, we have to substitute minus omega. So e power minus t means e power omega u of minus omega. So the answer is 2 pi into e power minus 1, e power omega into u of minus omega. Next one, if the multiplication, 64 multiplications are required to perform DFT, then how many additions are required to perform same DFT? So number of multiplication required to perform DFT is n square, that is equal to 64. So n is equal to 8. How many additions are required to perform DFT? N into n minus 1. So it is 8 into 7. 56 additions are required. Right? So the answer is 56. Okay. Oh, another one problem is missing here. If x of n is equal to 2z by z minus 1, what is x of n minus 2? The z transform of x of n is 2z by z minus 1. What is the transform of x of n minus 2? We know it will be z power minus 2 into x of z. So z is z cancel. So it will be z minus 1 divided by z power minus 1. So that is equal to 1 by z into z minus 1. So that is the answer. So next question we have to see is so the next question is the Fourier transform of e power minus mod 2 of 2 t minus t naught plus e power minus 2 mod t plus t naught. We know that what is the Fourier transform of e power minus a mod t minus t naught? That is given by 2a divided by a squared plus omega squared e power minus j omega t naught. right? If it is plus or minus, it will be plus or minus. So now we have to find Fourier transform of e power minus 2 t minus t naught. That is given by 2a, 2 into a divided by a squared plus omega square t minus t naught. So it is e power minus j omega t naught, right? Okay. Similarly, f of e power minus 2 of t of t plus t naught is given by 2a divided by a squared plus omega square e power j plus omega t naught, because it is plus t naught. So we have to add both. That is what we have to find. So this is 1, this is 2. 1 plus 2 will give 4 by 2 squared plus omega square. This is common. E power minus j omega t naught plus e power plus j omega t naught is equal to 2 cos omega naught, omega t naught. So 2 cos omega t naught multiplied by 2, it will 8, 4, 8. This 2 square plus omega square, that is 4 square. So 8 cos omega t naught divided by 4 plus omega square t square. Okay. Next question is find this one, minus infinity plus infinity x of omega square d omega, if x of t is given below. This is x of t. So what we have to find, minus infinity plus infinity x of omega whole square d omega. We know as per Basso's theorem 1 by 2 pi is equal to minus infinity plus infinity mod x of t whole square dt. This 1 by 2 pi, this is what I need, not 1 by 2 pi. So that 1 by 2 pi will come here. Okay. So now what I have to find, mod x of t squared. So I have x of t only, so I draw x of t squared. So amplitude will be doubled. So 4. Sorry. This is 4 x of t squared. Amplitude is double, this one 3. So this is equal to 2 pi. This is what is this integration? This integration nothing but area of x of t squared. What is area? It is rectangular. Width is 2, height is 4, 8. So 8, that is equal to 16 pi. Okay, next one is what's the problem? I think sorry. Third problem is please bear with me. What about third problem? 43rd one. Okay. So exponential Fourier series of sine squared t. Right, so they ask just to Fourier series representation. Sine square t I have to write in terms of sine and cos. So what is x of t? X of t I can write as 1 minus cos 2t divided by 2. Right? So this is what 1 minus. So they ask exponential Fourier series. So I have to write this periodic signal in terms of e power j. So I can write e power cos 2t as e power j 2t plus e power minus j 2t divided by 2. This was cos 2t. So 1 by 2. This is what cos 2t. This 2 is there. So I put 1 by 2 here. So it will be becoming 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 e power j 2t. Right. So minus 1 by 4 e power j 2t. And minus 1 by 4 e power minus j 2t. So the answer is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is there. 1 minus 1 by 4 e power j 2t minus 1 by 4 e power j 2t. And this one should also be minus. Right. So I think this should be I think it should be minus. So option B may be correct. So this is a exponential Fourier series. See, everything is expressed in terms of exponent. So it is called exponential Fourier series. Okay, next one, if x of s is equal to s squared plus s by s squared plus 1, what is x of t by 5? So what is, this is what Laplace transform of x of t, that is what x of s. So x of t as Laplace transform of s by s squared plus 1 means x of t by, this is what our x of s. This one has x of t by a. So x of t by a, x of at format, that is equal to 1 by 5, right, into x of s by 5. What is the formula? Laplace transform of x of at is equal to 1 by a, x of s must be replaced by x by a, right? So a is 1 by 5 here. Instead of a, we have 1 by 5. So 1 by 1 by 5 is 5. S should be a 5. S should be replaced by s by 5. So what we have to do? S by 5 replace. So s by 5. S by 5 whole square means s squared by 25 plus 1. This is cancel. So this is s by s squared plus 25. This denominator will come. So 25s divided by what do you call? S squared plus 25, right? So this is what our answer. Okay. So this is what Laplace transform of. This is Laplace transform of x of t by 5. Okay. Next question is inverse Laplace transform of this one. So what is the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s u of t? Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s squared plus 9 is equal to cos 3t, because 1 by s squared plus a squared is equal to cos 8. Sorry. Right? So it is sine, so not sine 8. Change it. This is sine. So it is sine 80. Right? So sine 80 means what will happen? So it is sine 3. So the answer is u of t minus sine 3t. Right? So simple problem. Next one. What about this? Next problem is what do you call? If x of t is equal to e power minus t u of t, inverse Laplace transform of e power minus 3s into x of 2s. So what they are telling? X of t is e power minus t u of t. Right? So if it is like this, what is x of s? X of s is equal to 1 by s plus 1. Right? So what way they are asking? Inverse Laplace transform of e power minus 3s x of 2s. What is L inverse? Okay, x of 2s first we have to find. Right? So because they are talking about x of 2s. So x of 2s equal to x should be replaced by s 2s plus 1. So it is x of here this is 1 by 2s plus 1. I take 2 outside. So it will be 1 by s plus 1 by 2. Right? So what is L inverse of x of 2s now? L inverse of x of 2s is nothing but 1 by 2 e power 1 by 2t u of t. Now what is happening? They are asking inverse Laplace transform of e power minus 3s x of 2s. Right? So when it will happen like this, e power minus 3s x of 2s. So in S domain, if it is shifted by e power minus 3 means in t domain it should be replaced by t minus 3. Yes or no? In t it is L inverse of, in t domain if it is time is shifted by t minus 3, in S domain it will become e power minus 3. So I have to replace t by t minus 1 by 2 e power minus 1 by 2 t minus 3 u of t minus 3. That is the answer. Okay, next question. If x of s is equal to 2 by s plus 1, what is d by dt x of t? Laplace transform of. First we find Laplace transform of d by dt x of t is, we know as per the differential property, s into, d by dt x of t is given by s into x of s minus x of 0. Right? So x of s we have s, we know x of 0 means x of t at t0. So first we have x of s 2 by s plus 1. This implies x of t is equal to 2 into e power minus t. Yes, then only it will become 2 by s plus. What I need is x of 0. X of 0 is e power 0 2. Now Laplace transform of d by dt x of t is given by s into x of s is 2 by s plus 1 minus 2. 2 you take outside, s by s plus 1 minus 1, right? So if you simplify 2 into s minus s minus 1 divided by 1, that is equal to minus 2 by s plus 1. That is the answer, right? Okay, next problem. What is the thing? We have to see if x of s equal to 4 by s plus 2, Laplace transform of t into x of t. So Laplace transform of x of t is given by 4 by s plus. That's what our x of s. What is Laplace transform of t into x of t? Laplace transform of t into x of t is minus d by dt into x of s. Yes or no? So that is minus d by, okay, minus d by ds, not d by dt. Minus d by ds into x of s. Minus d by ds, s of s given by 1 by 4 plus s plus 2. So if you simplify, what will happen? So this one I can write as minus d by ds 4 into s plus 2 minus 1. So it will be simplified as minus 4 minus 1 s plus 2 minus 2. So it is 4 by s plus 2 whole square. Minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this is what my Laplace transform of t into x of t. Right? So simple problem. Okay, next one. Right. If x of t is equal to 2 minus t squared 0 to t, then Fourier coefficient Bn is okay. So x of t they have given. X of t is given by what you call 2 minus t squared. What is x of minus t? X of minus t also 2 minus t whole square, 2 minus t squared. So x of t is equal to x of minus t. This implies x of t is even signal. For even signal, Bn is 0. So answer C. And the last question is the Fourier transform of the Fourier coefficient A0 for the exponential signal over 0 to t is given by. So what is the thing? A0 they are asking. A0 is equal to 1 by t integral t x of t dt. So they are talking exponentially growing signal over the interval 0 to t. So 1 by t 0 to t exponential is e power t dt. So that is given by 1 by t, right? This is e power t 0 to t. So 1 by t e power t minus 1. Fine. So 0 to t, okay, e power t minus 1. So the answer is 1 by t into e power t minus 1. So 1 by t into e power t minus 1. Right? So I hope you understand all the problems. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. I will clarify. Thank you.